When you think of a lineman, the immediate picture is a big, burly, lumberjack type of guy who isn't afraid to get dirty. Back in high school, that's exactly what Wapakoneta's Corey Crawford was, as he didn't lose a game in his last 2 years with the Redskins and was named the Conference Lineman of the Year on both sides of the ball. A proven winner, Crawford decided to take his talents to Findlay to help the Oilers fight to a national playoff appearance, but now it's the Findlay and Wapak communities helping Crawford fight as he takes on one of the biggest battles of his young life. Years before signing his national letter of intent, Corey Crawford dreamed of playing college football. With hard work, the Oilers saw action in 6 different games, helping Findlay to their first ever Division II playoff win.
Still just in shock. I got to play the opportunity to play football at college. Not many people get that chance.
As the Oilers moved to the next round, decisions had to be made as to who could travel with the team.
The NCAA limits us on travel, and we were not able to travel him to the next game. And it was a tough conversation. Someone who's vested in the program and had to bring him in and said, hey, look, you're going to be home for Thanksgiving.
It was pretty hard at the time because I traveled, the whole time, the whole year. But, everything happens for a reason.
So Crawford came back to Wapakoneta for Thanksgiving, a holiday that would forever change his life.
He just couldn't get comfortable. And he just then started to say, my side really, really hurts. It just kept getting more and more intense. So finally, we said it was time to go to the ER. Thought it was an appendix attack or whatever, but it wasn't. So that's when we first found out that something else was going on.
Crawford's life changed in a snap as the diagnosis came as stage 3 testicular cancer.
No one ever expects to hear that, especially being 20 years old and just feeling like I have such so much to do and to go through still.
Corey was just at such a great point in his life. Everything was just going awesome for him. And then to have something like this hit him, we were all just crushed.
Right from the get-go, I knew that, your perspective has to change too. You're gonna get through this, you're gonna fix it. It's all a part of the process, and our family, I love my family, and we're the type of family that can get through anything.
Crawford was told he had a 95% chance of successfully entering remission after a round of chemotherapy. But unfortunately, he found himself in the other 5%.
Taking that news again was pretty devastating, but I know there's a reason for it, and I know that I'll get through it, and just another battle I gotta face.
But it's not a battle Crawford has to face alone. He is a part of a team and a community that has helped him through it all.
It's been amazing to see our guys, the offensive linemen, unbeknownst to myself, our head coach. Nobody knew they were going to do it. They decided to all shave their heads one night in the dorms.
It's gone for you. You fight, we fight.
The outpour of love and just everyone having these fundraisers and, dropping things off at the house.
We're lucky enough to be in a town like Wapak where you just get an outpour of love. It never ends, it seems like.
People don't realize how much the small things matter, and it's been able to make this whole process so much easier going through it with, the town of Wapak and just along with the team and the coaches and just everyone around me. It's been a big help to me to get through this.
Offensive linemen at times are like big teddy bears until you put them in a situation where they need to fight. And so the expectation of him in this situation is that he will fight, and he'll win. Because that's what he does. That's what he did in high school, and that's what he did here as a football player, and that's what he continues to do now.
Taking punches and giving it back and just going back and forth because, some days there's going to be days where I'm feeling awful and I got to push through and just keep getting through it. But other days, feeling good and, telling cancer, you don't control me and I'm going to beat this.
And we are rooting for Corey as he continues his battle against cancer. When we come back, the Indians, Reds, and Tigers are all in action. See how they fared right after this quick timeout. Welcome back. The Indians announced today that pitcher Danny Salazar will be out for the remainder of the season. This morning, the righty received surgery on his right shoulder that will end his season before it had the chance to begin. Salazar has been on the DL all season long and has not been at full health since the first half of the 2016 season. After going 11-6 and being named an All-Star 2 years ago, Salazar went 5-6 while being plagued with injuries throughout 2017. He will not throw for 12 to 16 weeks and will begin rehab afterward. The Tribe do begin their 3-game series against the cellar dwellers of the AL Central. The Royals only 20.5 games back to the Indians. Tie ball game in the top of the 4th with the bases juiced, but that changes with a solid swing from Francisco Lindor. Frankie leaving Kauffman Stadium in right field. Grand slam gives the Indians a 6-2 lead, and the leadoff hitter returns in the top of the 6th, this time with 2 ducks on the pond. Frankie leaves the yard once more, 2 for 4 with 7 RBI. I'd call that a good day. Indians win 9-3. The last place team in the NL Central has been on fire as of recent. The Reds looking to stay strong against the White Sox, and they came out swinging right out of the gate. Scott Schebler going right at the foul pole in right field. They take the first lead of the game, but in the 8th, we are tied at 3 apiece, and Alex Blandino takes care of business with runners on 2nd and 3rd. A 2-out, 2 RBI double gives the Reds a 5-3 lead, and they go on to win by that exact same score. As for Detroit, the Tigers finally snapped their 11-game losing streak yesterday. They go for 2 in a row today. Top of the 1st, Detroit drawing first blood. Victor Martinez singles into right. Nick Castellanos scores. Tigers lead 1-0, and this had to be settled in extra innings. Top of the 10th, Jose Iglesias has Nico Goodrum on 3rd. Skying one into right field. Randall Grichuk is going to try to make the throw home, but Nico Goodrum is just too fast. Tigers win their 2nd straight. Detroit in extras 3-2. Great Lakes League action tonight. The Mariners tried going for their 7th straight win today, but their win streak will stop at 6 in a row. The Mariners falling to the Sugar Beats by a count of 9-1. They are back in action tomorrow at Montgomery Field against the Clippers, while the Locos take on the Green Giants over at Simmons Field.
All right, thanks, John. We'll be back with stocks.